Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing to you how to write an in-text and reference citation from different sources using APA format citation guidelines. So, let's start. Whether it was an innocent mistake or a calculated risk of plagiarism, you can learn how indispensable it is to recognize and give due credit to ideas and words coming from other people. This is of paramount importance when it comes to doing research. Authors and researchers whose ideas and concepts are taken and used in a research should be properly recognized and cited. It does not only show what is proper, but it also shows what is moral and ethical. There are two ways in writing literature citations. These are in-text citation and literature cited in your bibliography or the reference section. In-text citations, also known as parenthetical citations, are references made within the body of the text of your research, while the second is the alphabetical list of all the references used in your work, which comes at the end part of your research paper entitled References. There are different styles in citation. We have the MLA, Chicago, Harvard, Vancouver, and others. But APA is preferred in social science. Now, let's have some examples of in-text citations. One work by single author. If you notice, in the first example, Gonzalez, open and close parenthesis, 2016, discovered that children who are bullied have lower academic achievement than those who are not. The author has been cited in the beginning of the sentence. While in the second example, Gonzalez 2016 has been changed to, in a recent study, it was discovered that children who are bullied have lower academic achievement than those who are not. Open and close parenthesis, Gonzalez, 2016. Take note, in in-text citation, only the last name of the author should be placed together with the year, only the year. For example, number 2, one work by two authors. In the first example, since there are two authors, so Gomez and Flores, we are going to make use of the word "and" to separate the two authors. In the second example, if you notice, we're not going to make use of the word "and." Instead, we will make use of the ampersand. Enclosed in the parenthesis, Gomez, the character "and", Flores, 2013. For the next example, one work by 3 or more authors. You need to cite all the authors the first time the reference occurs. In subsequent citations, only write the surname of the first author, then add et al. And the year. In the example, the authors are Ararao, Calibay, and San Juan, and the year is 2014. If you notice, all the authors are written separated with the use of "and" after Calibay. Since the researcher cited the same authors in the succeeding paragraph, therefore you only need to use the last name Ararao, et space al dot, and the year 2014. This is only applicable for 3 or more authors. Next example, citing a report from government organizations, associations, agencies, and etc. The government organization being utilized or being cited is Department of Education, better known as DepEd, 2011. If you are going to use the same source in the succeeding sentences, you are now allowed to use DepEd, the acronym. Always remember, when you're going to use these organizations, the first time you are going to use them, you need to spell out the organization. Next example, citing multiple articles at one time. When you start doing the RRL, there are times that you notice that one idea has been mentioned by several authors, or the results of their studies coincide. Therefore, you can use the inventory technique. Separate two or more citations with semicolon and list in an alphabetical order. In the example, the authors found out that peer pressure affects the academic performance of college students were Carr 2014, Fazel and Benning 2006, and Narag 2016. This is also one way that you can show that you have done a very comprehensive review of the literature. In direct quotation, you need to include a page number when using a quote. Quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." End of quote. The author is Mandela, 2003, page 13. So, when you are going to have direct quotation, don't forget the quote and the page number. Lastly, referencing a study read in another source. If you notice in journal articles, many authors have already been cited, but should you wish to use them, you can. In case that you are unable to get the original source, then the citation should include both sources, one referring to and the one where information was found. In the example, the information was reported by Dyer 2000 and it was cited by Corrigan 2003 in his study. Of course, when you are going to have in-text citation, it is also important to have reference citation. It can be seen at the last part of the study. For journal articles, the format is author's last name, first name initial, period, open parenthesis, date only the year, close parenthesis, period, title of the article, period, italicized, title of the journal, period, volume number, open parenthesis, issue number if present, close parenthesis, then pages, period. Now, if you get the information from the books, the format is author's last name, first name initial, period, open parenthesis, publication date or the year, close parenthesis, period, italicize the book title, period, additional information, period, city of publication or address, publishing company, period. There are times that you can encounter books which are edited. In this case, the editors are being added. If you notice, the editors' names are identified before the book title. And we added open and close ED or EDS. If the information is taken from the encyclopedia or dictionary, the format is here. Write the author's last name, first name initial, period, open and close parenthesis, the date or the year, period, title of the article, period, in italicized, title of encyclopedia, period, open parenthesis, volume, pages, close parenthesis, period, city of publication, and publishing company, period. Lastly, there are also times that you can use websites, those that are really relevant. You can have a lot of websites. I can consider here sources of news, So, the format is author's last name, comma, first name initial, period, open and close parenthesis, the date, period, title of article, period, title of journal, comma, that should be italicized, volume number, open, close parenthesis, issue number if present, comma, pages, period, retrieve date from URL. Format for www document or documents from websites is author's last name, comma, first name initial, period, the date, the year, the month, and the day, close parenthesis, period, retrieved on what day, date, from what URL, period. Lastly, don't forget to apply hanging indentation in the references. Always indent the second line, maybe 5 spaces from the first line. So that's it for today. If you have questions, concerns, suggestions, please comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Until the next video. Bye!